Hi, I'm Stacy with Edgewater Creative.
And I'm Tia with Done Classy Events.
We're two small business owners who reside in the beautiful city of Dunedin, Florida.
We love our charming city on the Gulf and want to share with you all it has to offer.
Join us as we chat with business owners, event hosts, and charities located in Dunedin and other surrounding communities.
So come along and meet us on Main Street. Granny. Are you ready, Freddie? Because I'm ready. And you know what I'm ready for? Another episode of Meet Us on Main Street, the podcast. Segue into our episode.
Segue into our episode.
Hey, yeah. So I'm slightly hungover. I'm just going to warn everyone to begin this episode because I had my birthday party last night. And so I just want to put that disclaimer on the beginning of this episode. I've had some hair of the dog, but it's like a chihuahua kind of a hair of the dog, like not that golden retriever that I really
not like a sheepdog.
Right, I needed that, but I got pit bull.
The tinies.
So, yes, the easily brushed. But I digress. But I just wanted to give that disclaimer. And I'm trying to keep my voice down because I've realized that I yell at you all, my fans, my loved ones, so much. I need to chill down. Chill.
By the way, if you are a first-time listener, welcome. I'm Stacy.
Long-time caller. Oh, yes, and I'm Tia. And like I had said, I mentioned before, we are Meet Us on Main Street. We are a podcast, as you heard in the intro, that talks about all things Dunedin.
We are the
award-winning, we have a charity on
Dunedin podcast.
We are the OG award-winning, Tony nominated. Was it? It was a Tony, I think. Is this musical? Because of all my musical intros.
It's Tony with an I.
Right. Yes, the Tony the Tiger, like from the Frosted Flakes cereal box. We got an award from him and his company, which is Kellogg.
Yeah.
That was what it was. Thank you.
So, yeah, you partied it up last night, but your actual birthday is this week.
Yay. And we're going to have mimosas in the park, which I think is such a lovely way to start my birthday morning.
It's a beautiful way to start a birthday morning.
Of course.
It's a beautiful way to start any morning, but especially a birthday morning.
I feel like we should do this more often. It'll be not just a birthday thing, but a once a week thing. Mimosas in the park, everyone.
Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, so it's on the 12th, Leo Pride baby right there. And yeah, last night was a lot of fun. And I love my birthday so much. And I get so many free things because I sign up for every single one of those birthday freebies. And I use almost every single one of them all the time. It's fantastic. I've been to the zoo before. By the way, Lowry Park Zoo will give you a free admission for your birthday. Starbucks does free coffee. Firehouse does free subs. I believe Baskin-Robbins does free ice cream. Yes.
They do. IHOP does a free stack of pancakes.
Yep. I get that every year and still have not made my way to IHOP to use the free stack of pancakes. And I don't know why.
I tend not to use the chain restaurant ones. Like I'm signed up for them, but I never actually use them because I never go to chain restaurants.
Yeah, we're usually down here. Ruby Tuesdays and Red Robin both give you a free sandwich. I like the free ones. I also like because Einstein's gives you one where it's like buy one get one free, and I'm like, no,
that's
like I have to buy something. And my really sad one, my last one that I used to get every year, which I was super excited, but COVID RIP'd it, is Sweet Tomatoes. They would give you a free buffet. And this is the first year I'm not going to gorge myself on food.
RIP Sweet Tomatoes.
We loved you. It's such a sad thing. I don't know how that goes under. It's like the last good buffet in the entire country. I mean, name another. I think they're all done.
Yeah, I think it's the end of a buffet era.
So what have you been up to, my darling?
So I've been doing, we've had a few headshot sessions lately, and we added a fun touch to our headshot. Speaking of COVID and fun things to come out of it,
Yeah.
we've started doing, during our regular headshot sessions, we've started adding in a bonus 2020 headshot, and that is mask on.
I
So
love that so much. That's a fantastic idea. Like you give them an extra shot, so it's
yep.
4 now. That's
Yep.
so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I
That
mean,
is.
even
That'd
even
be perfect for a
just
Zoom call.
for yeah, just for like even posterity's sake, just to say like, hey, remember 2020? It was a crazy year. So
Yeah,
so
that's
yeah,
awesome.
we did that with our clients and they really enjoyed it. They got a kick out of it. And
Too
we
bad you need to
also
start offering, you need to buy them from the museum and
the
start
mask.
offering masks for like, you can also purchase them at,
Oh.
or get promotional ones that say at like black ones that are like Edgewater Creative.
Mhm.
Like we
Now
love
you're thinking.
Dunedin. And then you can
Ooh.
sell it on there because then it gets them on both. We love Dunedin,
Yes.
Edgewater Creative. Ooh,
Hmm.
and a free and a mask for $5.99.
I love that you added the 99 to it.
It has to be 99 because then you think you're getting a deal, even though you're pretty much paying $6.
Yeah.
But that makes you feel a little better.
So in other exciting news, business related, we are starting to do real estate photography and videos now. So if there are any realtors out there listening, give us a call, Edgewater Creative. Go on our website, send us a message,
I'm
edgewatercreativefl.com.
I'm so happy that some super smart friend of yours happened to come across a Facebook post and let you know about the wonderful world of real estate
I
photography.
mean, we knew it was out there, Tia. Don't give yourself that
Well,
much credit.
yeah, but you guys weren't doing it. I'm just saying. I didn't
Uh,
say I created it. I
we
just said that I informed you of it.
honestly, I don't know why we never thought to do it before.
Yeah,
Because it,
it goes along.
as
Yeah,
you said it, yeah, it ties in with what we do. So I don't know why we didn't offer it
which
before, but we do now. That is all I've got going on. How about you?
well, I went during this time when it's the season of Leo. I like to freshen myself up a little bit, and I always spend a little bit
Comb
of
out the
extra
old
money.
lion mane, if you will.
Exactly, get really beautified for yet another year of life. So I went and got my hair did. I am now, as you'll see in the YouTube video, a blonde, which Maddie
Blondes
at
have
Femme.
more fun.
Hell yeah, we do.
Even though my
Uh,
hair doesn't look blonde right now, but
Still blonde. Yeah, so if you're ever looking for a good hairstylist, she literally turned my hair from red, as we all saw before, to blonde in a 4.5 hour session. Maddie at Femme McCoy is a genius. And have you ever been inside that salon before?
mm-mm.
It's the cutest salon I have ever walked in. It's like my house. Like, you know, every salon is very sterile and they just have like the chairs and there's nothing. Like it looks like it has like macrame plants everywhere, like macrame holders and products, and there's like vintage furniture, and it's just their tables where they have everything are like old vintage dressers. Like it's just the cutest shop ever, and they like sell a bunch of different like products and craft items and jewelry and
Are they still
bags.
located over on Skinner?
Yes, they're over next to where the Peace Frog Yoga, that was what it was,
Mm-hmm.
place that I had to go. So I did my hair, and then I just did a lot of goodwill and good work gestures because that's the type of selfless person I am. So I went on Saturday. I volunteered at Dunning Cares for the first time, which I had been interested in for a while, but I can never commit, like I've talked about before, to a weekly anything. So, but it was nice. It was fun to like, work. And then Michelle from Beyond the Wall was there, and I ended up seeing Russ from Dunedin Bike Tours, and Christina Garcia was there. So it was kind of cool because then I like my friends are there, and you get to help people shop. I have another date coming up in September that I'm going to do. If anyone, they're always looking for volunteers. So if you're ever interested, Dunedin Cares, You can find them on Facebook somewhere. And then lastly, the other day, me and a few people went around wrapping polls in Dunedin for what our interview is about today. So this is a good segue into that for Paint Dunedin Purple, which is August 15th, this Saturday. And so you'll see some purple ribbons, some better than the others. I do admit mine are some of I'm the others of that category. I've never been a bow person unless I have a machine that does it. So, but there's purple all down the light poles in town, and that is for the event that's coming up that we are going to tell you all about with chairman and organizer Steve Olson. Stay tuned.
All right, so we're here with Steve Olson, the longest day chair of the Gulf Coast Alzheimer's Association, and he's going to be talking to us today about Paint Dunedin Purple. Hi, Steve. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, we're happy to have you here.
And we got our purple on.
We're
Yeah,
all
see
wearing
that.
our
Looking
purple.
good.
You have your lovely background advertising Paint Dunedin Purple. Steve, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to settle in Dunedin.
Well, I probably start with the fact that I grew up as a military brat. My dad was a 21-year Air Force pilot, and I moved probably 12 times before I was 18, and made my way to Florida. And when I met my lovely wife, Karen, we said, she was a military brat too. We said, we're gonna plant some roots. We actually started out in the countryside area, and we had 2 kids, Matthew and Michelle, and raised our kids in countryside. But we always came down, and the older the kids got, the more free they got. We found ourselves down on a trail in Dunedin often. So when they got old enough for college, we made our way to Dunedin. We like to tell people that we bought a boat dock that came with a townhouse. And so we moved to Dunedin, and probably the best move we have ever made. This is just an amazing community. We love boating. We love biking on the trail, going to downtown Dunedin. I mean, this is paradise.
Absolutely. Perfect
I
location. Agree. Great place to settle down and put down some roots too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Steve, tell us about Paint Dunedin Purple.
Paint Dunedin Purple in its simplest form is an awareness and fundraising event benefiting the Alzheimer's Association. It's really a joint effort between the Downtown Dunedin Merchants Association, the Dunedin Chamber of Commerce, and the Alzheimer's Association working together to make this a community-wide event for the city of Dunedin. The Paint Dunedin Purple event starts with our amazing business owners in Dunedin. Last year when this was started, business owners were really asked to do 3 things if they wanted to participate. 1, they were asked to have their staff wear purple. 2, push it on social media and ask their customers to wear purple. And 3, raise money in any way they chose to benefit the Alzheimer's Association. We had tremendous creativity last year. We had a drawing for a Yeti cooler. We had amazing gift baskets at some of the retail stores, a restaurant that created their own purple drink, and all the proceeds went to that. Some people just did % of sales for all their sales for the day. So we had tons of purple. We had businesses decorated. Nobody ever asked anybody to decorate. They just did. Purple ribbons around poles. I mean, it was really just a fun day last year. It really went well. And so we're doing the 2nd annual Paint Dunedin Purple event.
So did you come up with the name Paint Dunedin Purple, or is that something that's usually associated with Alzheimer's and you just added Dunedin into it?
It really, purple is our color, but I mean, that sort of was my idea to call it Paint Dunedin Purple.
I love it.
And it follows, right? It just makes sense. So it's just really fun to see people wearing purple and running around downtown and supporting local business. So.
And how did you get involved in this event?
Well, like most people who are diehard Alzheimer's supporters, I have a personal connection. My mother passed away of this disease 2.5 years ago. And I actually ended up sort of being the primary caregiver. I'd always told her that I would be the primary caregiver. So I know firsthand what this disease can do. I know what it is to be a caregiver and the tremendous stress that is on people. And so that is my passion in it. So shortly after my mother passed away, my daughter Michelle and I basically said, hey, there's this thing called the longest day, and it's going to be in June. And let's honor my mother, her grandmother, by having this event. And we simply invited family and friends. What was then Kelly's was the location. And we went around to local businesses and said, would you give us gift cards? Would you donate something that we could raffle to raise funds and so on for the Alzheimer's Association? And that's where I was absolutely overwhelmed with the generosity of our local businesses. They couldn't do it fast enough. And so that event went off with family, friends. We ended up raising about $3,000. It was a wonderful event. But as it came around to the next year, it was like, well, that was fun. What if we did something that we could involve all these business owners in, and thus the Paint Dunedin Purple idea?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can really tell that it means a lot to you too, with your involvement in the event in the community. And I love what it's become from last year to this year, with how people, you know, it's like people that I don't think were involved last year are now getting involved, because last year people were like, what? Why are these light poles decorated? And why is, I think Peoples and Gracie had the
Yes.
graffiti on it.
Yes, yes. That was amazing, to paint their entire wall with #EndAlls.
Yeah.
And to light up the building purple. What an amazing thing to see the evening of that event. That was just amazing. And I will tell you, you talk about passion. If you walk around and you talk to these businesses about this topic, you'll find 50 to 75% of them have the same experience as I. There are people going through this today. So this is personal to them. This is very, very personal to them. And that's been amazing to have them share their stories with me and talk about what are the resources of the Alzheimer's Association, how can they help, that sort of thing. So it's really solidified my love for this community and my just outright praise for the Dunedin business owners, because times are tough right now, really tough. And they're stepping up and saying, I'm in, I'm in.
And I'm so glad you were able to reschedule it from the original day in June.
But we had a huge event like set up for June. Like we were gonna have books with like a pub crawl style, like scavenger hunts and like all these things going on. But I love that we still found another day. Oh, and by the way, I'm also on the committee of it for Paint Dunedin Purple. So I know some of the ins and outs, but like, so we were going to make it a giant event affair, and me being an event planner, that's where I was trying to make it huge. And Steve was like, I just want people to wear purple. And I was like, no, we have to have an event. We have to have a big party, and like, we have to have an end off party. And like, it's like, no, just the purple. That's fine. But hopefully, fingers crossed for next year, we'll be able to, it'll be even bigger than for this one.
Right. And today's really an exciting day because they hung up the banner over Main Street this morning. So that will, I think, help businesses too to understand that, you know, this is going to be a fun event for people, and certainly let people know in the community. And then I think you're aware that the commissioners are reading the proclamation at tonight's meeting, making it a community event. So, you know, it is growing. It's just super tough times right now. We realize that, and we just want, you know, just wear purple. Let's have a great day. And, you know, we raise some money. That's a beautiful thing.
So when you say proclamation, can you explain, like, so are they like inducting it into our city now as like they are acknowledging it for a yearly event type of thing?
That's, I think, pretty much exactly what it is. It's essentially recognize it as a community event that's ongoing.
That's amazing.
And that's, again, testament to just the way this community pulls together. It's been, sometimes I'm speechless.
This is going to turn into the Mardi Gras of June of nonprofits, if I have any say throughout the years. We're going to make it big.
Have you guys ever been to an Alzheimer's walk?
No.
Yes.
My vision of this is if you were to ever go to, this year it's very different. The walk's going to be everywhere, but last year and years before there was a walk in St. Pete and you get 1,200 people out there for a walk, all in purple shirts. That's my vision for Paint Dunedin Purple one day, is that that town is virtually painted purple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
may not be this year,
yeah.
may not be this year, but we'll get there.
We'll try for next year.
What exactly is the longest day? What does that mean?
The longest day is the Alzheimer's Association name for a global fundraising event that typically takes place on June 21st, which is the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. It's literally 16 hours of daylight. It represents that every day with Alzheimer's feels like the longest day. And that's where that comes from.
What day is Paint Dunedin Purple? I don't think we talked about that.
I'm glad you asked. It's August 15th. So it's a week from Saturday. It's an all-day event. So come early, stay all day.
And how can people support Paint Dunedin Purple?
You know, the easiest thing to do is, while it's fresh in your mind right now, get on the Dunedin Chamber website and buy a shirt. That's the simplest thing. Those were sponsored by Dunedin Refrigeration and Hoover Digital. So now 100% of your cost of that shirt goes to the Alzheimer's Association. That would be a great way to support it while the shirts last. Second of all, you know, if somebody, for whatever reason, you know, just wants to donate, you can go to our Facebook event page, Paint Dunedin Purple. Also on that page is all information, updates. I encourage people to go there. But that also has a link where they can donate if they just want to donate and walk away from there. But if you buy a t-shirt, just get down to Dunedin on August 15th and help us by supporting the businesses that are supporting the Alzheimer's Association.
And do you have some of those businesses off the top of your head right now that we know are doing some stuff? You don't have to list them all.
Yeah, I would do that, but I'd feel real bad about the other 30 that I didn't.
Oh.
So
So how many?
There's 30 something and growing. It's
Nice.
like you talked about even last year. It was like once people realized on the left and right we're doing it, everybody's jumping in. So it grows every day.
Are they listed on the Facebook page or?
They will be, yes. We're going to
Okay.
get them out there in the next 24 hours so people can begin to see it. I won't know what everybody's doing, so it'll be mystery to me and to you what exactly they're doing, but that's half the fun, right?
Exactly. That's more
Exactly.
fun, in my opinion. Just stumble into businesses and say, I'm here, I'm wearing purple.
Yeah.
That's right.
What's going on?
Are you doing something? Yeah.
So Tia already kind of talked a little bit about her vision of next year, and actually you did too, but do you have plans in the works already for next year?
It's so interesting for you to ask, because if you would have asked me last year what my vision for this year, it had much of the robustness of what you know Tia was talking about, and things are so uncertain. We have no idea where we're going to be next year. So I'm really focused on this year. The last 10 days is always pretty frantic.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't begin to tell you because I have no idea where we're going to be in all this next year. But we will do it, and we will try to do it again in June.
Perfect.
Well, since I already know about this now too, my brain will already start planning for it. So I'll already be like jumped up for the next event whenever we start meeting for next year's.
Good. Keep the
Roll out
wheels
my
turning.
list.
So Steve, if any businesses out there listening still want to get involved with Paint Dunedin Purple and do something for that day, how would they contact you or sign up?
Good question. At this moment in time, we're sort of circumventing the registration process and simplifying it. So people coming in now can just call me directly, Steve Olson, at 727-410-3390, and I will take care of it on the back end.
Perfect. And if people want to follow what businesses will be participating and what's going on for that day, I assume they would just go to Facebook and look for Paint Dunedin Purple?
That is correct. It will come up. And there's also a great video on that site. They should look for it because it gives a better picture than my words can. It's a wrap-up video of last year's event, and I recommend people look at that. I think they'll see how much fun we had.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Steve, for being here with us today.
You.
We have some fun questions coming up in our segment that we like to call Inside the Podcast Studio. Stay tuned.
Okay, Steve. So we are going to ask some questions which we have dubbed Inside the Podcast Studios, stolen directly from James Lipton and Inside the Actors Studios. R.I.P. James Lipton. And I've changed a couple of them up. You have to answer or else your episode doesn't get aired. That's part of it. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. What is your favorite word?
Yeah, I'm going to say love.
What is your least favorite word?
I don't like the word slippery for some reason. I really don't like that word.
What animal would you want to be?
Well, I always thought I'd like to be a dog, but only if I can pick the owner.
Oh, that's good.
That's fair.
Because there are some dogs that really have it made.
What animal would you never want to be?
A snake.
What weapon would you pick during a zombie apocalypse?
Not my area of expertise. I guess you need some kind of laser gun or something. I don't know.
Sure. And then what weapon would you never pick during a zombie apocalypse?
A butter knife.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Something with scuba diving, I think would be really cool. Like, that. I'm not sure what that would look like, an underwater explorer or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like Jacques Cousteau.
Yeah, that's it. I want his job.
Yeah. And what profession would you not like to do?
Politician.
Last, but definitely not least, if you died tomorrow, what is one thing you would want the world to remember about you?
Paint Dunedin Purple.
That's his last plug, people.
I know.
That was easy.
Well, thank you so much, Steve, for being on our show today. We really appreciate you taking your time out to let us know a little bit about Paint Dunedin Purple and what it means to you. And just as a reminder, August 15th is this Saturday, and that's when Paint Dunedin Purple will be happening in downtown. Check out different local small businesses. I know Pisces has a purple drink right now. Mm-hmm. That all the proceeds are going to.
Proceeds from every drink sold are going. And then also Fenway is doing a drink special too. I saw where I think $1 from every one of their special purple drinks is going straight to.
And then CUNY is attempting a purple beer, so we will see. They will be doing something.
Purple in color?
Does not happen. Yes, like purple in color.
It's exciting.
Hence the word attempting. So please don't hold anything against them. They will still be doing something, even if not. And then a lot of different local businesses. So wear purple. Go out there, check out all of our small businesses.
And if you don't own anything purple, buy a purple shirt from the visitor center. It's only $15 for a nice, beautiful, dry fit shirt, and 100% of the proceeds will go right to Alzheimer's Association.
It sure will. So do it. And it's actually a really comfortable shirt. Like it's one of those dry wick ones. I mean, it's still going to make you sweat in Florida because, we live literally in a sweat box, but
it'll wick it away quicker.
Exactly. It'll dry faster. Well, all right. Let's start with some events. Well, while we're on the 15th, we will just go into the other event that's also happening on August 15th, which is the T&D Birthday Treasures launch party, which we had talked about on our previous episode with Danielle Duffy. So that's going to be happening from 5 to 8 at Hobb Brewing Company. Bring any birthday donations. Everything is appreciated. We'll have Professor Pops out there with popsicles. We'll have some masks, it's a superhero theme. So we'll have some superhero masks for the kids. We'll have sanitizer there. Just come out, have a good time, and donate.
And then also starting on August 15th, we have the Rediscover Dunedin Goose Chase starting, and that is running until September 10th. For more information, check out DunedinFL.com. You can purchase a passport for $10. And the goal is to complete the passport by September 10th. There's going to be prizes given out for if you do complete those. And also fun things like best team picture and most creative and stuff like that. So that's going to be a lot of fun also.
And Meet Us on Main Street is also going to have a spot on the scavenger hunt. So you will have to try to locate us using our jigsaw puzzles. Like, you want to play a game? Stacy has a little tricycle. She's going to wear the outfit and she's going to tricycle around our spot. You want to play a game? No.
And then on August 13th, Local Tiki Rides is back up and running again. New owners, Captain Jim and Althea, have retired, but Tonga Tiff and Tiki Bob are the new owners. And
Nice.
they are starting service again on August 13th.
Then on August 14th, we have Second Friday in downtown Dunedin. And especially on the east end, apparently they are having a vintage market that's in the area of Caledonia. So they're going to have a bunch of different vintage style booths, I'm assuming. I don't know much about it, but it sounds really awesome. You had me at vintage. So Second Friday is some of the downtown stores do some things and they have some outdoor markets going on. So check it out. And then on August 16th, we have Yoga on Tap at 11 a.m. at Hob Brewing Company. This one's theme is a rock and roll version. So get ready to rock out to some AC/DC while doing socially distanced yoga at Hob Brewing Company.
And then on August 21st, we have our next virtual movie night. And the movie that we're going to be watching is The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
And if you've never checked out our virtual movie night before, you can watch the movie along with us on our Facebook page. We're going to be broadcasting it live, not the movie, our commentary, which is even more fantastic. And you can watch along with us if you'd like.
The last event that I have is one that's near and dear to my heart. As the project coordinator and head honcho of the Dunedin Chamber Young Professionals, we are having our first meetup at Cork and Bean on August 25th. So that's going to be at 10 o'clock because young professionals, come on, we don't want to wake up that early. So we will be out there and just kind of a meet and greet. It's reintroducing you to the new Dunedin Chamber Young Professionals. That's DCYP for short. Check us out on Facebook, and then you can see a lot of the events that we have planned coming up.
And then from August 7th until August 21st, the House of Mercy and Encouragement Foundation is holding a poster contest, and it's open to all kids in the Tampa Bay area in grades K through 12. The theme of the poster contest is My Vision of Peace, and there will be 2 winners chosen from each grade category, and the winners will receive a $25 gift card to Amazon. So for more information on that, if you have some kiddos that are artistic and would like to participate, it's free to enter. And you can find more information on the House of Mercy and Encouragement Facebook page. Rounding up our events this month for the entire month of August, the Dunedin Community Center is offering free outdoor exercise classes. So
Yay!
I know, isn't that so cool? So for more information, go to the City of Dunedin Facebook page. You do have to reserve your spot in advance for that. But I looked at the list of exercise classes and they've got some good stuff on there.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I like doing outdoor exercising anyways. It's kind of like the hot version, like hot yoga, but for all activities and fitness. So it's perfect. Well, all right, guys. Thank you so much for listening again. Please, as always, rate, review, and subscribe. And like us on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and everywhere else that you could possibly find us.
And like us personally as people.
Well, we figure that that's already a given. We're pretty awesome. But yeah, I guess I could.
I'm going to throw in,
I'd like it.
Like our business pages too.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Can you like Done Classy Events and
Edgewater Creative?
That would be awesome. We are very talented people in what we do. So we're not just trying to guilt you into that one. You will love the fact that you liked our pages. That's all I have to say about that. Okay. And on that note,
nothing.
Goodbye. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
I said good day.